We believe living here in the United States could live a better life, but it's not true.
When I was in 8th grade, I moved to Mexico. And what I realized when I came back is that nothing has changed. Everything's the same. The economy is still bad. It's just getting worse. Society ain't gonna change.
When you come across debt, would you be able to escape from it?
Think about it. Money is created out of debt. And what do people do when they are in debt? They submit to employment to pay it off. But if money can only be created out of loans, how can society ever be debt-free? It can't. And that's the point.
Do you believe the president is the emperor of this country?
Our presidents of the United States are not emperors. An emperor is someone who's not elected, doesn't serve a limited term, and doesn't report to anyone, essentially. So you can't classify our presidents that way. But we do have what I consider to be the equivalent of the emperor, and it's what I call the corporatocracy. The corporatocracy is this group of individuals who run our biggest corporations, and they really act as the emperor of this empire.
Do you have any idea of what's going on in Iraq?
One of the most frightening developments in the occupation of Iraq and the so-called war on terror is actually something that most people have never heard of. In addition to the 150,000 troops that the U.S. has on the ground in Iraq, the Bush administration has deployed a shadow army of some 100,000 contractors. Of these, tens of thousands are heavily armed mercenaries that roam Iraq with impunity. Among the most powerful of the companies operating in Iraq is Blackwater USA.
Do you know who has more power, the government or the corporation?
Is that the corporation is bigger than the government. Of the 100 largest economies on Earth now, 51 are corporations. And as the corporation has grown in size and power, we've seen a little change in the government where they're a little more concerned in making sure everything's working out for those guys than for us. Why, after 9/11, when our country was in shock, and President Bush could have suggested any number of appropriate things, to grieve, to pray, to hope. No, he said to shop. To shop! We have become a nation of consumers. Our primary identity has become that of being consumers, not mothers, teachers, farmers, but consumers.